identical system for 2 years, and then I've had 9 different offensive coordinators. So slant is slant, seam is seam. You just got to understand the terminology, and then also the quarterback's timing. But for the most part, I'm comfortable with what we're doing here. Still got a lot to catch up on.
What about playing with a guy like Drew Brees? What's it like playing?
Yeah, I think that's a wide receiver's dream. It's exciting. Then also you got Mike T over there, who's a beast, and a running back. So it's a complete team, and they're on the roll right now.
I'm not trying to jump ahead, but just being able to potentially play in the playoffs for you, I mean, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
So is that potential?
Yeah, let's not jump ahead. I got a lot of learning to do, and a lot of catching up.
What's the journey been like the last couple of years? Has it been kind of strange?
Awesome. That's the great thing about the NFL. You know what I mean? I've been on the top, and I'm at the bottom right now. So the experiences that you get, the people that you meet, you can't get it anywhere else. The last few years just been fighting and plugging away. Left the Jets, trying to pursue an opportunity like this. Landed in New York, and things didn't go right for us there, and end up getting hurt and on IR, and got an amazing opportunity to go to the Seahawks. That was an amazing experience. I just wasn't healthy enough, So when you're on the other side of 30 and you don't produce, this is the situation you'll find yourself in. So I'm excited and grateful for this opportunity, and I love playing football, and it's something I want to continue to do.
Brandon, you said you got a lot of catching up to do, but you also said slant for slant. Is it more terminology?
I just didn't want to be cocky, I didn't want to be cocky. I mean, I don't know, because I've been in, pro-style offenses. I've been in offenses similar to this. I've been in the Wildcat a little bit in Miami. So I've done it all, So to me, it's just, it's offense, right? And I think, what's really helping me right now is I've been in this system for 2 years with Coach Cromer, who spent a lot of time here. So the running game was identical, and then Coach Trustman spent time here, interning and just being a shadow and other things that he was doing. So we did a lot of the things. When you talk about the splits, those little details, are the same. But then there's obviously things that are different in the playbook. So there's some things that it's just memory, right? So just once you pick up the terminology, you'll understand where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there.
Can you still do it like you used to?
No, I'm done. I'm washed up. I went. What my film says, the last, this year is what it is. So that's what it is.
What did you think when you heard Dez got hurt?
Devastated for him. It's hard to simulate, football movements and get in football shape. I was in an identical situation this offseason where, I was recovering from ankle and toe surgery, and the first couple weeks of the season for me was like camp, right? I remember being in camp, and I just ran a simple hitch route, and my knee something happened in my knee started flaring up. I was out for a day, but it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, it takes time. You can't just, it just takes time to get in football shape. I feel like he should have never been in that situation, meaning that, Dez Bryant, he's still a talent, so I just, hate to see how, this year has played out for him, right? He should have been on someone's roster, in OTAs and camp, so my heart just hurt for him. I just hope that he makes a speedy recovery and he can get back to being, the X factor that he is. He's a special guy. I've had an opportunity to be around him a bunch, and just terrible.
What are the Saints getting out of you? What are the Saints getting out of you in this journey? 8 games left in the regular season. What do you want to give to this team?
Well, as of right now, I'm just learning the playbook. So I'll learn the playbook and we'll see what happens. Coach does a great job of putting guys where they're supposed to be. So when I get that assignment, then I'll let you know. But right now, it's just learning the playbook.
What has this week been like for you emotionally? I mean, last week you work out, then they signed Dez, and now you're back signed with the team. Has it been a little bit of a roller coaster, thinking you may get signed and then not, and then them calling back again?
Yeah, it's been interesting. Like I said, I've spent so much time, most of my career as the guy and on top, all Pro Bowl guy, and being cut 2 times in a year is interesting. It built a lot of character, and I mean, I've always been a guy that handles adversity well, and well, maybe not early on in my career. Didn't do a great job, but what I mean by handling adversity, like I always pick myself up, you know what I mean? So I never complain or whine. I just do what I got to do. And in this situation, when Seattle cut me, I just continued to work out, stay in shape, and have faith. Made a few phone calls, to see if someone could pull a favor to get a workout, and I knew once I worked out in front of whoever, I would look good. I was healthy. I'm healthy now and ready to roll,
When did you feel like you were healthy? Finally, you talked about how you didn't feel great.
Week
Seattle.
three. Week 3, week 4 is, when everything kind of just relaxed a little bit. So, fit as a fiddle, healthy as a trout.
Did you watch the Cincinnati game?
I was on a flight here, so I wasn't able to. I was on the phone with Ops, and I was like, "Hey, can I come a little earlier or later? I want to watch the game." He was like, "No, that's it." So I was on a flight.
Was it Sunday when they contacted you to come in, or was it how soon after Dez got hurt did they contact you?
Well, there was, I can't recall, but there was communication after my workout. They were impressed with my workout, so I knew even, with the signing of Daz that there was a chance I could have been here, but there was communication.
What do you feel like impressed them about your workout?
I don't know. You have to ask Coach that, but I know the narrative is that I'm done. You know what I mean? So, getting out there and showing, being a big guy, running, getting in and out of my breaks, catching the ball, strong hands, picking up things fast. There's so much to it. I can't, pinpoint one thing, but I know that I felt really good about the workout. So I was a little devastated when it didn't work out. I had all my stuff here, had my suit ready for Cincinnati, and I was ready to roll. And then I had to tell Wyatt, I was like, "Babe, I'm coming home." She's like, "All right, we'll be here waiting on you. Keep your head up," But it worked out.
You've kind of used that narrative or that term a couple of times, saying the narrative is you're done.
Yeah.
Is that fuel for you, motivation, chip on your shoulder in some way to kind of these last, 7 or 8 games to show that that's not the case?
Well, my motivation has always been greatness. There's no reason why with technology and modern medicine and the access that we have to doctors all around the world, why athletes can't play into their mid-30s or their 40s. There's no reason why. Back in the day, we look at statistics and we pull from the past, but those guys, all they did was ice and stem back then. They had jobs in the off season. So if you're a guy that's disciplined and willing to put in the work, there's no reason why you can contribute on the team. Now, it may not be in a capacity from year 1, year 2, but there's no reason why guys, that have the heart and the want to play into their mid to late 30s. No reason why.